I'm Cardinal Thomas Collins, the Archbishop of Toronto. As we reflect upon the theme of this year's March for Life, Be Not Afraid, we do so in the midst of a great crisis and a great struggle in our whole society, which is calling people to reflect upon the realities of life and death, and in which we have so many of the distractions stripped away which often lead us into illusion. And that we need very much. We need that deeper insight which comes from faith and which comes from our understanding that we are not afraid in the midst of the darkness and the struggle, because our faith is in the Lord, who comes to us and strengthens us and calls us to move forward courageously in the defense of life, in defense of the most vulnerable, of those who are unborn, whose great danger is something that fills us with horror and sadness. In this situation in which we find ourselves, we also reflect not only upon that, but at the other end of our journey through life, we reflect upon the dangers which people who are in the older years of their life are facing, and particularly the cold hand of the culture of death, which is getting a further grip in the bill before Parliament to expand the criteria for euthanasia. We've seen just recently in another country where euthanasia has been entrenched for a long time. We see the killing of people who have dementia. This is going on, and it requires of us fidelity, strength, courage, and the willingness to proclaim with clarity and charity the gospel of life. This time in which we are realizing so much, all of us, the vulnerability which we face and the need for love, we need to reach out in this time especially to care for those amongst us who are isolated, who are alone, to care for the elderly, to care for all who are facing danger and difficulty in this time of pandemic. But may the awareness of the fragility of our life during this earthly journey lead us to a deeper commitment for the protection of life, for the first moment of conception to natural death. There's a great threat against that, where people are being treated not as persons but as things. And that is something which is a great cause of fear and concern and a great danger to God's beloved people. And yet the Lord says to us, as he said to the apostles, be not afraid. It is in that spirit, based upon our faith and our awareness of the providence of God, that with courage and with gentleness, with love and compassion, and with persistence, we proclaim the gospel of life. May all who are engaged in this great mission be blessed by the Lord abundantly as they serve him and as they reach out to serve those amongst us who are his beloved, those who are most vulnerable. May God bless you all.